Thank you. As Cami said, my name is Eileen Eby, and I am the Executive Director of 1000 by 5 Children's Book Recycling Project, which was the lucky recipient of last meeting's charity donation. So thank you. Thanks, Cami, for recommending and suggesting us, and thanks again to the organizing committee who is doing their very best to get 100 realtors, etc., together. I really echo your comments about the local charities and how valuable it is. I too belong to the 100 Women Who Care, and it's just been a very satisfying group to go and listen to the presentations and then hear where the money goes. It's just so great, and so I know you're all busy, and I know you all care about your community, so thank you for coming out. I do appreciate that. A little bit about the group. How many people were here when Cami presented, so that I don't just repeat? Okay, not that many. This group, 1000 by 5 Children's Book Recycling Project, collects books from families for 0 to 5-year-olds. And then I work with 15 volunteers. Those books all go, by the way, to elementary schools in the Victoria School District. There's 28 schools. I put out a little newsletter inclusion. It goes into their newsletters, and families bring in the books, gently used, as in Z is for Zoo, being held here by our Vanna named Dawn. Thank you. Those books come our way donated for 0 to 5-year-olds. 15 volunteers. We met we're beginning our 6th year, and we met today for the first time since the summer, and it was giddy. It was absolutely ridiculous how excited the retired teachers and principals and other people were to be there to sort books and to do this again. I thought they'd quit. Like, who wants to go and sort dirty books every single Wednesday? They do. And so that's just wonderful. So we're into our 6th year. And then how do we get the books to families? We work with 24 different agencies. Today we sorted for the mustard seed, and we sent 210 bags, which is 630 books like that for 0 to 5-year-olds. And we kind of, you're business people, we kind of conservatively estimate each book at $10. Fair enough, don't you think?
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. $10, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And so today, if we did 630 books, we did quite a lot of business, $6,000, and we think that's not bad for 2 hours of getting books into the community. So 24 different agencies, everything from Mustard Seed to the Victoria Native Friendship Center to all the Strong Starts that are in the more needy areas of town in elementary schools, and on we go. And out they go into families. Who cares? This is just a nice little project, and what's it got to do with homes, which is your main thing? Kind of everything in a way. If you have looked at the poverty stats and the link to literacy, it's quite appalling, actually. I just want to read you some stats. Need glasses for this job. Having books in the home is twice as important as the father or mother's education level, and that's some research in social stratification. I don't think I'm going to read you all the research back up, but it's here. And in middle-income neighborhoods, where you're selling a lot of homes these days, the ratio of books per child is 13 to 1. In low-income neighborhoods, the ratio is 1 age-appropriate book for every 300 children. It is horrible. And if you think that's not happening in Victoria, that this is, some kind of national statistic for a very rural area, not so. I was principal of Craig Flower and Telecom schools for several years, both considered inner-city schools, and the whole Mayfair Burnside area. 34% of those children come to school not ready to read or to even sometimes know the front of a book. And so those children, you don't just catch up, just by showing up. Brain development happens in a sequence, and if you miss that critical 0 to 5-year-old range, you've missed a lot. So I want to thank you, because it's not just a nice project. I think that literacy is a basic human right, and that in Victoria there are still many who are struggling with that, and that those literacy gains that we make will make more people economically successful, more people able to succeed and live in homes that they own or can rent, and not just be looked after. Does this make a difference individually? I just, in conclusion, want to read you a little letter. I'm having trouble flipping all my papers around here. This is a letter from the Victoria Native Friendship Centre, early education leader, that she wrote a year or so ago, and Cammie may have read this last time. It didn't? Okay. Dear Eileen, Victoria Native Friendship Centre families have received in excess of 5,000 books since the inception of 1000 by 5. What a gift this has been for our families. Each month, the families, particularly the children, look forward to picking up new books to take home. I have noticed that more parents are reading to their children in the centre, which in the past was something that rarely happened in public. She told me how when they first got the books there, she literally had to open a package of books. One bag has 3 books in it, and model, the reading to a child, and then put the child. We didn't come for books, we came for the play centers, or we came for the food, we came for the other things. So this is a huge shift. The children, too, are demanding to hear the stories they have chosen, and the parents are obliging. What this indicates to me is 2 things. 1, the attachment between child and parent is stronger, and 2, reading is taking precedence over the other toys and stimulus in the room. Both of these are amazing outcomes for our parents and their children. We cannot thank you and the people who take the time to package the books each month for the gift of words. In friendship, Margot Edwards, Aboriginal Education Leader. And I, in turn, thank you. Because why do we need money? We're mostly volunteers. We have a fantastic infrastructure of, as I said, families at school. We're going to always have those early little people who have too many books under their bed and on their bookcases. You either have children or grandchildren who can relate to that, I'm sure, or friends. And I'm looking at some of the ages of some of the people and thinking not yet. And then we also have the schools, which are a fantastic partner to collect them, send them to us. Volunteers show up, never quit. And then the agencies have become more and more interested in doing this. So our infrastructure is strong, and we are always in need, excuse me, we are always in need of books for babies. We just don't get enough. They're chewed up, they're destroyed, they don't come in. And so this one I'm proud to tell you about for 80 cents. So we really stretch the money a long way. So thank you for your donation, truly appreciate it, and it will go far.